Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Denise. Today we're gonna discuss how to communicate with your higher self. Who is your higher self? Hmm. I believe that everyone has a higher self. We are all one. I believe we are all one with God, right? We are all aspects of God. So we are this massive ball of energy. And because we're so massive, not all of us can fit into this human body. So, an aspect of ourselves, which is our soul, right, infuses with this human body and it allows us to experience life here on earth. So, a portion of us stays on the other side, and that is what is referred to as the higher self, right? And the higher self is awake, right? And knows everything that we've planned. It carries all of the wisdom that God has, right? Because we are one. We share all the knowledge and wisdom that God has. And that is who we communicate with. Um, so there are many ways to communicate with your higher self, but this is one way that works for me. And the best way for me is through automatic writing. And you get yourself a journal and you write 5 minutes. 5 minutes every day. It's not a lot. If you have a busy morning, maybe set your alarm clock a little bit earlier. And if it's really, really tasking for you to do that, then do it before bed. But morning is best because at the end of the day, everybody's tired and just wants to go to bed. But whatever works best for you. So, I got this. I follow a lot of master teachers, and one of them is Lee Harris, and he suggested that we write a prompt. Um, so what I like to say is, good morning, higher self. What message do you have for me today? And before we do that, you you take your 3 deep breaths, hands on your heart, close your eyes. You do that 3 times. And then you say, higher self, I am open and receptive to your light, your love, and your wisdom. And then you write, what message do you have for me today? Don't second guess it, okay? Just write what comes. Don't analyze it, just write it. And it might be a sentence, it might be a page. It depends how collective you are and how talkative your higher self is. Everybody's different. And a lot of people question, like, how do I know it's my higher self and not my mind, my ego? Well, the first way to figure that out is that the ego does not speak highly of you, right? It doesn't spew love and encouragement, right? The ego's job is to keep us safe, and it's fear-based, right? Oh, I'm not good enough, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not skinny enough, I'm not smart enough. The higher self does not entertain that at all. It only spews love and wisdom, encouragement, guidance. That is how you know it's your higher self, because only loving words are coming through. You might just get, I love you. I love you. And that's okay. You're like, oh, the they taught me was I love you. Like, that's enough. That's big, right? Because a lot of us don't feel seen, heard, loved. And to wake up every morning and write down the words I love you every day, that's gonna make an impact. You're gonna feel that. You're gonna start taking that in. The purpose for communicating with your higher self is because they're going to help you learn, not learn, remember, right? Because, like I said, we are all knowing. We came in this life knowing everything. We know all there is to know. We just don't remember. So the goal is to remember. And communicating with the higher self helps you remember who you are. And who you are is love, light, wisdom, eternally. You are magnificent, magical, powerful, beautiful. You are loved. And communicating with the higher self, it just helps you to feel into that truth. At first, you're not going to believe it because you are very imbued in the programming, the lies that the ego told you, your parents, your significant other, your friends, whatever. Whoever lied to you and told you that you were worthless, not good enough, right? It's gonna take time to deprogram all those false beliefs, right? And so we need a daily practice, right? We need a new habit to reprogram ourselves to who we truly are, to remember who we truly are. And communicating with the higher self helps us to do that, because it's every day you're just reinstating how magical and awesome you are. I highly recommend that you do it every day. If, like I said, if you have a busy life, but you have to put yourself first. You have to make time for you. You have to take action and decide what is important, because time does not exist. There is enough time to get everything that you need to get done. You just have to prioritize what is important. And there's nothing more important than you. You come first. Your self-care, your mental well-being is priority and should be number one on your list. Okay? When you remember how to love yourself, you just embody that, and you are just coming out of your house just this ray of sunshine, because you are so confident and powerful and feel so good about who you are that others start to pick up on it, right? Because we are one, we are all energetically connected. So once people start feeling into that, they're like, holy shit, like, look at this girl. Oh, what happened to you? Did you get a haircut? Did you, like, what's going on? You're like so shiny, and I feel your energy, so happy. And be like, yeah, well, I just started putting myself first, started loving on me. And you know, you're gonna inspire them. You're gonna inspire them to do the same. And they're gonna wonder, well, what have you been doing? You've been so, things have been working out so good for you. You've been so happy. Like, I want some of that. And then you share, and the more, and that's the goal, the more people we get to remember who they are, loving on themselves, then the world becomes a better place, you know? That is what is lacking, is love and kindness. I heard this quote, I can't remember from who, but it said the fastest way to evolve is through kindness. The fastest way to evolve is through kindness. And it starts with being kind to yourself. Because what you give to yourself, you're able to share with others. And I thought that was so beautiful. You know, there's no need to overcomplicate this thing we call life. It is so simple. Don't complicate it. And it all starts with the simple task of loving yourself. I promise you, every single one of you is worthy of love. You are worthy of it. You are gods and goddesses, queens and kings, magical masters. You just don't remember. It is my honor to be here today to help you remember who you truly are. But we have to take action. We have to do the work. We can't just sit here and expect, you know, walk blind like a zombie. Like, if we don't have control, you have power, you have control, and you have to put in the work. And it starts simply by just getting up in the morning, having your journal right by your bed. As soon as you, even before you go and brush your teeth and use the bathroom, just pick it up and say, take your deep breaths, connect with the higher self. You could use your imagination as the most powerful tool. Close your eyes when you take your deep breaths and envision your higher self, you connecting that energy through your crown chakra, right? Connecting with your higher self and opening your heart chakra, right? And having that energy flow through your heart and opening all that love and energy that your higher self has to share with you. It's so simple and it's so beautiful, and if you stick to it, you're gonna see how life-changing it is. It's gonna change your entire life. Just the simple act of loving yourself. So powerful, and we need that more than ever today, okay? Because I'm sure all of you are aware, watching the news, seeing all the chaos that's happening in the world, and don't live in fear, you know, just observe, and no judgment, you know, because that is what we see is the chaos, and everything is the energy of the collective. And that means that what we see is a reflection of what's going on inside of us, right? So that means that there's a lot of people who have a lot of inner chaos, and it's being reflected out to all of us. So you just, you know, you show compassion, no judgment, you send light and love, and then you work on yourself. Be the change you wish to see in the world. It starts with you. Okay? It starts with you. Be the change. Be the trendsetter, the light worker, the way shower. Let's do this, baby. Let's unite, and together we can make so much magic, so much change. We can make the world a better place. It's never too late. But it starts with you, and I can't do this alone. I need all of my brothers and sisters to stand with me, to remember our magic, to love ourselves, and shine all that love back out into the world. I believe in all of you, and I hope that you believe in you, and you remember how awesome you are. Thank you for this opportunity to share my beliefs with you, sending you light and love, peace and joy. I love you all, and I'll see you next week. Ta-ta!